Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come to wise up on crypto. This is an educational channel. We are all learning this new technology, cryptocurrency together. If you're just now learning, you're at the beginning. It's brand new. While Bitcoin may be just over a decade old, it's really just now starting to begin to reach the world, and still such a small percentage of the world are even aware of this technology. But more than Bitcoin, blockchain technology, there's so much more happening beyond Bitcoin, and these other projects are literally in their infancy. So just as we watched, many of us have seen the internet and computer technology go from computers that took up whole sizes of buildings to now having more computing power in the palm of your hand on your phone. And we're seeing the same level of development in this technology with cryptocurrency and blockchain. We're seeing just rapid growth. And that's why you see so much volatility. That's why you see so much, so these high returns people are reporting from being part of different cryptocurrency communities. And is it over? The answer is no, it's actually just beginning. When you look at many of these projects, you'll see that they are literally just building the foundations of the homes, the skyscrapers. The protocols literally are just getting the skeleton built out. It's not, we're in the beginning. Okay, that being said, as you see, we've got Bitcoin. Ethereum is the largest at the moment smart contract blockchain. Binance is a special case. Binance Coin is connected to the Binance centralized exchange, but also the Binance smart chain. So that's a special use case coin. Tether, but it's also a smart contract platform in its own right. Tether is a stable coin. And then you've got Cardano and Polkadot, which would be the also from the same founders of Ethereum. They were all together in the founding of Ethereum. This is Charles Hoskins, and Polkadot would be Gavin Woods. The Ethereum is Vitalik Buterin. So with these, you have other basically lanes to highways being built to allow more adoption in cryptocurrency. Ethereum, you hear of gas fees being high. That means as more people are using it, it's too many cars clogging up a one-lane highway as cars were just being invented, as similar to smart contracts and blockchain. So as more people are entering in DeFi and using all the wonderful capabilities of Ethereum, it starts to become more expensive because it's clogging up the highway. Well, you have other people who foresaw this coming, and they say, well, you know what, we're going to build these other really big lanes and these other highways that not only the lane's bigger, but we can actually connect them to this highway so people can change lanes from one to the other. And when you hear interoperability, that's what you should be thinking. Pardon me. That you can change from one lane to the other and still be in the same car, same vehicle. All right. So this ecosystem's young, it's growing, and to get a better idea of the value of so Ethereum is a smart contract. One of the smart contract protocols built on Ethereum is a protocol called Synthetix. Pardon me. And what Synthetix does, it's a protocol that enables the issuance of synthetic assets on the Ethereum blockchain. See where I'm reading this right here from Gemini.com. It's another exchange, a centralized exchange. I believe you can link up your bank account to it and purchase crypto directly and trade with what they have on their side. But you can also send crypto from your wallet to a private wallet. So now, Synthetix, it takes like gold, silver, it can take stocks, bonds, assets, titles, deeds, and you can wrap them like Bitcoin. It's actually already done this with Bitcoin. You can wrap Bitcoin, as you know, Ren protocol does this as well, and you can put it on the Ethereum. What does that mean, wrap? It means to take something and to make a carbon copy of it, to wrap it so that it can't be used somewhere else, and to put it on this new highway where it can be traded with all of the other assets, all of the other cryptos that are on that chain, Ethereum. All right, so let's scroll down. Let's take a look at Synthetix, because it's really not that far down. It's in the top 100. Bada bing, bada boom. I think on the way. There's also wrapped Bitcoin. I saw it. Here we go. Synthetix. So you know, as you learn about the value of crypto, the value of these different cryptocurrencies, because NFTs have been getting a lot of attention, and there are some great NFT plays and projects. Decentraland, Engine Coin, Theta is talking about incorporating NFT. There are so many cryptos appreciating the value of non-fungible tokens and what can be used with that. Synthetix and wrapping assets is another gem in crypto in the market that I feel has a lot of latent value and what has a lot of value to bring to the table. Now, if you're just getting into crypto, yes, it's new. Understand that market psychology can do a number. So this isn't financial advice. This is just an educational channel, but it's recommended that you come into this growing market, that if you look at a project or protocol that you wish to participate and join and support a community to be a part of, that when you join these and you jump in, have a long-term approach. Don't jump in with expectations of what's the community going to do for you in 3 months. What do you do for the community in 3 months? Like, what are you doing to add value? Correct? Other than just maybe buying a token and sitting on it. So, because these are all community driven, have people working, developers working, people working in marketing. There are many behind the scenes actors adding value to these protocols. So now Synthetix has just had an incredible year, like many cryptos have, and it adds a lot of value to the Ethereum blockchain. It's been wrapping Bitcoin and many other digital assets, so to speak. If you would have come in 2018 and bought at 70 cents in May, after that, you would have watched it. You would have watched, let's say you had $10,000, you put $10,000 at 70 cents. You would have watched it go down and down. Shucks. At this point, at 35 cents, by June, you'd have $5,000, less than 5,000. And it goes down and down and down. You have less than 2,500 and down. And I mean, at this point, you have less than $1,000. You're upset. You're a little bummed out. And it's been several months. And you've actually watched your $10,000 go to less than $1,000. Now that's real crypto. This is what really happens to people. No one can time. No one's in a time when these things go down and when these things go. Like they say, the market can be irrational longer than you can be solvent. And in the short run, markets are irrational. So however you slice it, if you're looking at something, you want to look at a fundamental approach to these protocols. Unless you're a trader, this is not a channel for traders. This is an educational channel for looking at technologies to support and add value and be a part of. Now, so as you see this, not only did you lose over 90% of your value, but you sat on that for quite some many years of watching your $10,000 trade around at less than $1,000, $700. That $700 used to be $10,000, $10,000. And you think you'd be pro crypto? You think that you'd be pro Synthetix? Would you be pro Synthetix if you sat on that and had, maybe some people are, it depends, you know, you might, if you waited long enough, a year, you would have seen it start to come back up close to where you bought it at. And then if you waited long enough, oh, there you go. It would have come back. So after a couple of years, you might have even seen your money close to double. Not yet. No. But the point is that these are patient plays. It takes a long time to watch something happen. And if we zoom in, this drastic movement right here, it looks the same here. It's just, this is all showing the whole chart. If we were to zoom in, we would see these same pumps, and then it comes back down and settles. So when you join a protocol, the healthy outlook is a 3-year, 4-year, 5-year. It's like Amazon, Google, Apple. These, if you could have joined those communities 10 years ago, you wouldn't have jumped out after 2 years and said, oh, that's it. After 3 years, oh, that's it. That would have not been the best move. And so to maximize the value that you bring and that you receive, you know, you don't plant a fruit tree and then, you know, walk away from it before it bears any fruit. The idea is these are seeds being planted. Don't expect the developers and the technology to just make something appear out of nowhere. The idea is to be patient. And if you're patient, and the protocol and the fundamentals there. This kind of market, this is a place where you will see growth like no other. The world economy is moving into Web 3.0. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the whole world economy moving off of centralized servers, different ledgers, and they are all moving to this, to whether they're different smart chains, moving to smart chains that are interoperable. They're moving to Web 3.0, which is huge. So now that you have a better understanding of Synthetix, what's the special lesson for today? Okay, well, how about some hot news, hot off the press, fairly recent? Let's talk about one of my favorite chains out there, the Polkadot chain. They have just an amazing community and have a lot of beautiful projects that have completed and are working on. Talked about ChainX, what that is, a decentralized Bitcoin bridge to a Polkadot network. And that's huge what they've done to take the time to be a decentralized trustee for Bitcoin. And they're have come a long way. They were the first project launched on Polkadot. So major series. In fact, this article by ChainX is talking about ShadowX because ShadowX is the Synthetix of Polkadot. You feel me? Understand what I'm saying here? So if you're just learning about this, is all brand new. This is all just getting going. Talk about something to be excited about. Polkadot, which has the advantages that it's looking to bring to the table for the limitations of Ethereum and how where that's coming. So if you support the Polkadot chain and what that has come forward with and what they're working on, understand that as much as you saw Synthetix have a beautiful growth phase for what it's brought to the table in Ethereum, just understand that here is a protocol called Shadows, a decentralized derivatives financial hub, trade freely, $1 trillion market. I mean, look, I'm going to leave the links below. As you know, it's an educational channel, so do your own research and go find things that I don't know about and let me know, because that's how we build value and add to our knowledge stock together. And as you see Shadows, boom, here it is, off-chain worker doing all this beautiful stuff for Polkadot. And of course, as you know, ChainX is the Bitcoin layer for Polkadot and all these DeFi markets. You're like, am I making this up? No, let's go right to another article that says Shadows network, the value of these synthetic assets underpinned by DOWS. Okay, no, it was this article, pardon me. Yeah, we were already on it. So ChainX is talking about it. That's the whole point. ChainX is talking about how my articles mixed up. ChainX synthetic assets anchored by Bitcoin. So that's huge to have your synthetic asset protocol connected to another major player in the Polkadot ecosystem. I love seeing that interoperability in that connection of these teams working together to add value and to support each other. So I'll leave the article to this ShadowX synthetic assets anchored by Bitcoin. Also, this article, which is that talks just about Shadows network and what it is as the backbone for Web 3.0 to store value. So this is a cool article to check out. And I will leave the link for the actual Shadows main website, so you can take a look at that, which is beautiful, and see their partners. Okay, I think I heard BitBoy talk. Anything so far, DuckDAO, if they take the time to vet something and stand behind something, that's a solid protocol. So, you know, you see certain partners behind that will give you, but some that warm fuzzy inside. But you can also look at the team. It's very transparent. Anytime you have a transparent team, go check out their LinkedIn, look who's behind it and what they're working on. So overall, it's something to be excited about. I must have passed it up because there was a roadmap in here somewhere that I thought I was gonna show you. Some fancy roadmap. Ah, shucks. Maybe if I learn more. No, that's not what I was looking for. I'm not that tech savvy. Okay, so we've gone through Shadows. We've gone through Synthetix. So Shadows is like the Synthetix of the Polkadot network. Where do you get it? Well, just recently, literally a couple days ago, Kucoin just brought ChainX. Pardon me, that's ChainX. Where do you get Shadows? ChainX just got listed on Kucoin. That's another special announcement. So this video is just chock full of special announcements. Bada bing, bada boom. Forgot about that. Okay, so ChainX just got listed on Kucoin. Kucoin is an exchange that's open to people all over the world. It's very easy to have access to. So it's for cryptocurrency, not for fiat, but for crypto. Jump in, and if you're interested in joining the ChainX community, didn't get easier than that. So there you go, bada bing, bada boom. And I'll do a video later that goes through the ChainX wallet app. But it's, once you, the Polkadot app, the ChainX wallet app, Kusama, they're all very similar. And of course, crypto itself, write down your seed phrase. You do that, you're good to go. There's another channel. I've got links below of other great YouTube channels. And Kryptoschain with a K, Kryptoschain, is off the chain. He's like a leader. If you want to know anything, ChainX, Polkadot, a lot of this information I find from him also. So he is definitely, that's his forte. And if you want to know more about that, take a look at his channel and subscribe, and he'll give you the updates on the, oh, this is an old timeline. This is a different one, but this is showing ChainX working with Polkadot and Kusama. And I've gone over this roadmap before, but I do feel like I'll look for it again. If I'll put it in the description below, I can find it. Now check this out. We talk about interoperability. Okay, I want you to listen to another great researcher and educator, popular on YouTube, is Hashoshi. Also has experience developing, so he brings a tech perspective. Here's a quick little talk about interoperability.
Said, with that assumption being made, if you have interoperability, true interoperability between your sort of native home blockchain and blockchains around, around the ecosystem, the better off you are, because you have more users, more access to capital, more access to different types of users, and access to different types of technologies. You can expand your product offering over time as well. And so I think that is going to be a theme of the next 5 to 10 years, is
a theme for the next 5 to 10 years. So have that. If you're going to come away and benefit the most from this and not get wrecked, as they say, then come in with that long-term perspective. Know that you're in the beginning of a revolution of technology that's going to change the way for generations. It's changing the way. It's the beginning of changing the way of the world as we speak. Knowing that, when you look at these, look at those that are interoperable, that are building value between communities and other networks together. So what was one of the main things we talked about? You look at Polkadot community, you look at Kusama, you look at ChainX working with shadows as the derivative layer. Those are value added layers when you see communities working together like that. That's a pro, that's a check, a positive from my perspective, but take it how you will and do your research as always. Now, let's continue, because speaking of interoperability, another special announcement, not my site. Oh, Wise Token just unveiled a little roadmap for the rest of this year. And there's some really exciting things happening. They're just getting going. So coming up in April, the Binance Smart Chain launch, which will be a Wise cousin. So talking about interoperability and those that bridge communities together, Wise Token, before this year's over with, is looking at a Binance Smart Chain. Binance is one of the largest. We just saw it in the crypto market caps. They're looking at Casper launch and Polkadot launch. I mean, this is so exciting to see Wise Token, ethical, decentralized monetization of time, smart contract protocol, taking that and bringing it to different chains and that interoperability. So this will be a whole video dedicated to what's happening here, because there's a lot more, but just a little special announcement about the interoperability and what to expect. And in fact, as of right now, oh man, there's actually a Matic. So you've Polygon Matic is a popular Ethereum layering solution that's just exploded, and it's just very, very popular right now for solving a lot of Ethereum's gas problems. Matic is working with Wise, and they're literally locking in on a roll-up exchange, on a layer 2 exchange, extra rewards. So if you're not staking your Wise, you can actually create liquidity for this layer pool and earn rewards on your Wise Not Stake. So like I said, I'm going to have to do another video on that later. If you have Wise and you want to stake it, and you want to show some love, of course, we've got our special staking tool dedicated to the Wise token community. You just put in how much you'd like to stake, when you want the first stake to mature, how often you would like the stakes to mature, when you would like this last stake to mature, and bada bing, bada boom. You customize the percentages. So I have this one, 45% after the first stake, 30% second stake, 25. You can make them all the same. You can just have fun with it, you know? And of course, you choose the referral. What makes it so cool is there are many people on this list who have brought a lot to the Wise token community, but also people who brought a lot to crypto. And then of course, you know what, maybe there's someone in your family, there's yourself. Maybe you want to be random. You're like, you know what, share the love with somebody, boom. Or maybe you want to say, I want to share the love with Wise Guys Mastermind. You're going to check them out. Or you're going to say, there's Amelia's charity, which I'm going to do another little update on that. And of course, last, custom. That means you can enter an address. That's right. You can use this tool freely without having to give any other referral your reference. You can customize every single one yourself. So as the Wise token community builds and value grows, so much going on. There's lending, collateralized lending off of Wise token before the year's over with. So yes, excited about that. Where do we get all this fun stuff? Well, shadows, if you're interested in shadows, of course, ChainX is now on Kucoin, but shadows, go to uniswap.org and bada bing, bada boom. If you type in DOWS, it should pop up, and then you click shadows. Now I'll link my video. If you're brand new to crypto and you're like, how do I even get a wallet and how do I get Ethereum? Easy, just watch my video. You'll be a pro after that. If you already know, well then here, now you know that shadows is available. What else? Well, give a little love too on our way out. This update. Hope you enjoyed this little educational information. We'll keep you updated on more as more goes. Ooh, the liquidity is growing again. And of course, we see Wise token growing too, that liquidity, that locked liquidity. Right now, with NFTs hot and Synthetix hot and so much volatility in the market just ablaze, you know, it's fun to see those projects that are sleepers, that you see communities that are doing a lot of work behind the scenes to continue to build value. And I will say this, of many of the projects that I support, that's one of the things that I look for. And for the Wise token community, my proverbial hats off to you, because I see that the founder, the team, and the community are working hard to build value and to reach different communities and to be interoperable. So really excited. I do know that when you have locked liquidity that no developers, no founders, no team members or venture capitalists can rug pull or take away, that's a huge value added to the community. As more people are joining cryptocurrency from the outside, there's a big appeal. There's a large appeal to knowing that a year or 2 or 4 years later, like that Synthetix, that you don't have to worry about a smart contract hack coming in and inflating the Wise token currency or updating the contract, because it's complete, it's closed, it's audited. So there's a value added there. And so we've covered Synthetix, we've covered Polkadot, ChainX, shadows, we've covered interoperability, a little Wise token love, and a couple shout outs to some other educators. I believe that covers it for the day. We do a live stream. We do a live stream every Monday from 6 to 7. So if you'd like to continue the conversation, if you have a question or a comment, we'll see you there. Until then, have a beautiful day. Namaste.